Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ellie and this is my channel, The Black Cat Tarot, The Love Oracle by Christephania. That is a deck that I received today. So I cannot see the publisher, but it says to Sarah by Cardamundi. And then www.tarotworld.com, so it might be in the book as well, or that is the copyright or publisher house, unless it's self-published. So let's have a look. It says cardamom seed dessert here too. Nice box. Even got the thumb holes there, which makes it easier to open the lid. Strong box. And we have some designs inside the box as well. Beautiful. Really nice. Oh, I like this. It feels like very strong. It's not a flimsy, papery, cardboardy. It is cardboard, but it just feels stronger. And I like that they have illustrated the bottom of this cardboard like a card. You see that you got little butterflies, some balloons, and this girl climbing the ladder. Nice. Let's have a look at the books before we start with the cards. Quite a thick book. And says here, no other topic is asked about as often in card reading as love. We wish for simple statements, and yet our decisions, longings, hopes, ideals, and also difficulties are often based on so much that is misunderstood and undiscovered. Christephania's Love Oracle helps you to uncover some deeper motives and intentions. The 40 unusual dreamlike collages of these cards open up intuitive levels of your soul. Okay. So it's a German deck. First edition. Copyright by Königsfurt-Urania Verlag. So it's Königsfurt-Urania. That's the publishing house. Text and artwork, Christephania. Okay, so we have contents. A nice little description about love. And then we have a compass, a map, and lots of memories. How to use the cards. For whom is the Love Oracle suitable? Whether you are single or in a relationship, you can use the cards to better understand the dynamics between you and a partner, uncover the background of certain behaviors, find solutions, and of course, gain insight into possible future developments. You can also use the cards just for yourself to get to the bottom of your own patterns, or to see which subjects you can look at more closely regarding love and relationships. Here you also have the possibility to get insights into current and future potentials. So in each card description, you find the following categories. Key themes, which is short keyword descriptions of what the card is about. 2, the relationship potential. For those readings where there's a position that deals with the potential of a relationship, you can use this description as a guide. 3, the adventure, the current issue you are experiencing as a single person or partner within your relationship. 4, behind the scenes, possible causes that may have led to the problem. Your memory. This point is about recognizing that every problem is also a gift we can grow from. Here you get inspiration inspiration for possible solutions, invitations to change your perspective, or other hints that can support you. It also talks about symbols. You will not find a list or explanation of the individual symbols that can be seen in the pictures of the cards. That's just to let your perception and intuition take precedence. Alternatively, at the end of the book, you'll find an alphabetical overview of all the symbols with their meanings. This way you can choose which symbols are relevant for your interpretation. So you do have, some in the book, you have the symbols and the meanings. And then what the cards are not. Special feature of the spreads. The right questions. And we have the spreads here. So we have the mirror spreads, note for singles, draw and interpret cards for positions 1, 3, and 5 only. So 1, 3, and 5, and 7 only for the singles. And then we have actually example there how to do the spread, brief interpretation. And then we have another spread where the path leads us. And also a brief example and a brief interpretation. And we have the decision game with the same thing. The cards are the map and the compass. And now we're getting to the cards. So we have the key theme. We have a tiny picture of the card there, but it is in color. So we have a keyword. So the cards do have a keyword on them. And I would think a number as well. So key themes in the book: relationship potential, the adventures, behind the scenes, and your memory. We will draw a card at the end of this video to have a look and see and read from the text. So we have 40 cards. And then for your support here, we have how to dissolve belief systems, grounding and meditations. And here we have the overview of the symbols that are popping up on the cards. That lovely picture as well that we see a resemblance of inside the box itself by the author and artist, and acknowledgements. Lovely. I'll get rid of this little paper. There's a fly inside and the cats are going mental. So what can we say about the cards? They are gilded. So it's a bit hard for me to see. It's like brownish, shiny edging. The cards do have a logo here of the publishing company, which I don't like. I don't like that at all. I think that takes away from the cards itself. You don't need to do that, but some do. Cardstock, very papery, feels very cardboardy. It's got a core, it does flip back, but very cardboardy. Standard tarot size. It's to do my normal one. Spring Tarot by Tarot Collectibles. Not much in it. I actually do think they are the same. They are the same size as a standard tarot card. Don't mind the back at all. I just wish there was something more striking. I don't really like love. Can't say I love the gray of it all. And as I said, the logo. So now look at the cards. I will hold them up to the camera so you can see. So I have number 1, responsibility. Beautiful illustrations. Safety. Give and take. Harmony. I'm going to do this to make it easier to lift the cards up. Individuality. Freedom. Deception. We have hope. Art reminds me so much of Catherine Wildstein, her artwork as well. So it's whimsical, which I love. Optimism. Wisdom. Change. Love that. Cutting the rope. Passion. Dependence. Loneliness. Oh, it's so sweet. Then we have love, number 15. Control. That's a weird card. Decision. Trust. Filters. Longing. Magic. Quest. Chaos. Tear and courage. Closeness and distance. Wow. Strategy. Romance. Letting go. Connection. Escape and struggle. This one that was very, there you go. Empathy. Strength. So if you have this deck, what do you think of it? I would love to have your opinion about this. We have vanity. Support. Self-determination. Competition. Self-esteem. liveliness, mirrors, and then we have the last card, which is movement. So that's the 40 cards of the Love Oracle. So you want a little bit damaged there. Let's see how these have a shuffle. Ooh. They are okay to shuffle. It's not my favorite cardstock, or not even my second favorite cardstock, far from it, but it's alright, and it cannot be worse than the worst card. It's not worse than the cardstock, the worst cardstock, I can't speak, that I have seen. So we have dependence. So let's have a look and see what dependence number 13 says. Let's get the book out and have a look. Let's dive in. Here we go. So it's quite a few. We have 3 pages for this card. Key themes: recognize, and we have dependence there. Emotional dependency. The relationship potential indicates the dissolution of dependencies. The adventure. There are different forms of dependency, and most of the time we are not aware when we are dependent on another person. Some indications could be that we are jealous for no reason, that we have problems being alone, or that we need constant validation from the other person. We might also hand over all decisions to a partner, have an exaggerated need for harmony, and only talk about what our partner wants to hear. It can also be that we are broken off our social contacts, so we focus our lives mainly on our partners. But it can also be that our partner is dependent on us. If this card is placed in a position that deals with future predictions, then it suggests that the topic of dependency must be considered. Behind the scenes, dependencies within relationships are not as rare as one might think. On the one hand, there are people who have a great urge to dominate. They tend to bring other people into a dependency by making their partner feel inferior in order to paint themselves as the savior. However, low self-worth is a good breeding ground for emotional dependency. If we feel within ourselves that we are not lovable or valuable, if we have already lost people in our childhood or in past relationships, a distorted self-image develops within us. We look for someone to make us feel valuable and depend on external validation. So your memory. Admitting to being emotionally dependent on the other person is probably the hardest step to take at first, because it can make us feel even more ashamed and gnaw at our self-esteem. We rarely see ourselves in dependence and always find excuses why we are not emotionally dependent. But it is worth it to muster up the courage to free yourself from addiction. Practice treating yourself as well as you treat others, and take good care of yourself. Become aware of your own needs and qualities. If you feel you don't know what they are, think back to your childhood. What did you like to do, and what were you always good at? What brings you self-affirmation? Enrich your own life by learning new things that bring you joy and through which you can experience how valuable you are. That's good. Of course you can use this. It doesn't necessarily have to be all love. You can get intuitive messages from these without in other areas of life as well. So I do think this is it's a good little deck. So I'm not upset that I was sent this at all. I do like it. Because the cardstock and that. I remember what deck used to have that, and I see the deck in front of me, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name. But it's a pity that they done that. But other than that, it is a lovely deck, and I would have liked to see another background perhaps. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.